Please talk about Antonio de Oliveira Salazar. He seems to perfectly embody Catholic social teaching, and he achieved great things for the church in Portugal.
Well, he did. He did. I would say I have a lot of admiration for a lot of what he did. I think his biggest mistake was not restoring the monarchy. And it's interesting because there was no way for there was no orderly way for his work to continue. It's interesting that Franco was confronted with a similar problem, and also a royal family was, shall we say, rather liberal. But Salazar, the House of Braganza, the surviving branch, the Miguelists, are very Catholic and very conservative, and probably would have saved a lot of his legacy. So it's ironic that Franco restored the monarchy and Salazar did not.
What was Salazar's succession plan?
Who knows? He had none. Instead, he had a stroke, which rendered him...
was he young? How old was he?
No, he was old. This was back in, I think, 68 or 69, he had the stroke. He was replaced at the top, and then he died. He was replaced at the top by a fellow called Marcelo Caetano, who kept the regime going for a few more years, but then was overthrown in 74.
Gosh.
I remember very clearly.
It seems like an enormous blunder. I mean, succession plan, what could be more important?
Some people just don't think that way. And, you know, he was a very... One thing you find, and I don't mean to be unkind to clerics, but precisely because they don't have children, clerics very often don't think along those lines. So why do I say that about Salazar? Well, because he was a subdeacon.
Oh. Okay. Well, that explains it then.
Yeah. He really was not thinking in terms of the future. You know, make the present good, the future will take care of itself, I think was his idea. I think. I'm open to correction by people who know him better than I do.
Okay. Anything else? Any more positive?
Well, yeah. I mean, he did his best to hold together the Portuguese Empire, and in doing so found himself at war with both the United States and the Soviet Union, who were always happy to get together to gang up on our European allies. One of the nicer bits of our foreign policy in my youth. It's wonderful being an American when you know that being an ally of ours is about the stupidest thing you can do. At any rate, you know, it bankrupted poor little Portugal, which led to the overthrow of Salazar's successor. Very, very sad story. Very, very sad story. And of course, because Salazar represented Catholic values and all that kind of stuff, once he was gone, the country rapidly secularized into the terrible position she's in now. No birth rate, etc.
That's too bad.
Yeah. That's what happens.